It's starting in 3, 2, 1. Hey, good evening, guys. He said so. We've got just our twins here tonight. Blue Twin's not identifying himself, but Red Twin is certainly not that.
There you go.
Yeah, it is kind of blue, so we'll go for that. All right. So this evening, what we're going to go for is we're going to try and keep this for a 20-minute segment, but we always know it goes over, so not any more than 30 minutes because we are getting a few problems trying to upload these videos. We're going to do our year in review for what we did in our 2025 season and what we're hoping to do this year for into the 2026 season. And like the boys are doing here, we'll always thank them for everything that they do. When they come out to the field and help either ref, run games. We've got a lot of plans for you guys this year. Adam and Mac couldn't join us this evening, but they are still around. We're just gonna. I think we should just kick this off, and we'll go through instead of giving snippets out as we're talking here. We'll just start with our last year in review. And if I skirt past anything or I forget something that we actually did, just pipe up and let us know, because I don't want to get to the end of it and have it out of context.
Yep. Sounds good.
I think main things that we started with last year, we're shortly after that we had our season opener. Our season opener is always in May long weekend, and it seems that people are getting used to that in the past years, as they are with our tactical challenge that we always have as our season end, pretty much our season end, but always on the September long. So I want to keep it to that, even though it's Mother's Day. It gives people that want to travel time to travel. It gives them the Saturday and Sunday, because Monday is
the weekend after Mother's Day.
Is that? But it's normally a long weekend, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a long weekend, and Mother's Day is just the week before.
I think it was one year that I was just looking at the calendar that it fell on Mother's Day. Now I might be wrong on that. Not often, but I might have been wrong. But anyway, we'll keep it to the May long. It's easier to tell you. And if somebody says, oh, what weekend is it this year? Well, it's May long. And what weekend is that? What's the dates? Well, I don't know right now, but look at your calendar.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, we have we'll go through what we did. We had the season opener. They seem to be gaining more traction after COVID. So for that game, that is just a full out balls to the wall. Everybody can play, encouraging renters to come on, which hopefully we can get more people out for the rest of the season. And the renters that come out, if they want to come out for 1 day or 2 days, it is a weekend of play. It's a weekend of games. With then hopefully the evening game on the Saturday evening.
Yeah, it's kind of our more traditional, it's kind of our more traditional game that is similar to what everybody else does. So you kind of know what to expect. It's an easy way to get started. So.
Yeah, exactly. And we've got more time to run renters through those games than we do on the tactical challenge. Yeah. Something else that we did different this year, we actually had Mac and Adam out there for the full year. I think we started to bring them on after that May long, after the May game, season opener. They were out there this last year to relieve some of the long evenings that we put in. They got out there to cut the grass, to dig trenches, to repair stuff, which actually allowed us to do a lot more of building. We moved 2 forts last year. The one that we couldn't use for the last couple of years because it was falling down. Some of the walls were falling down on the inside, so we managed to move that. We built the stables. This stables area, I'm hoping that for this year on the tactical challenge, that we can use that as a gathering point for everybody instead of everybody falling back to their relative campsites. I want to get everybody around those fire. So we have the, as we called it in Skyline, the social ceasefire. Have it around there where, even though I like the camaraderie, this will be bringing everybody closer together. And we'll even have this for our season opener as well. We'll try and get everybody to that area where we can just all mingle, we can all chat, show each other our bruises, welts, scars, and I shot you, you shot me, blah, blah, blah. I think the stables is a great area for that. I know the airsoft guys liked it. So yeah, let's try that. That was one of our biggest things that we built this year.
Yeah, that was definitely the biggest.
Actually, if I scale it, it is a lot bigger than I was expecting it to be when Jared was actually telling me about it, and actually get there and there's a lot of room in here.
Yeah, it's a nice big area. What else did we do? What else did we move out there? Is there anything we moved and built that I'm missing?
I'm sure we did, but we drilled a bunch of holes for next year.
We built the structure right next to the pirate ship. The
yes.
dock. I like to call it the pirate dock. It kind of not so much closes that side of the field down, but it brings play away from the pirate ship, not away from the pirate ship, but around it, for an area that we can, but it doesn't. I don't want play inside the pirate ship. I don't think it's ready for that. But around the pirate ship and in that one structure there. And if we have any events that we want to go out, like having a couple of beers out on the pirate ship in the evening before a game or after a game, that we can use that area. There is, I've already noticed there's a little bit of wind damage that we're going to have to get out there and fix earlier next year. A couple of walls that we just need to screw back up, and a few bits of roof tin that we need to do. If we had the manpower, I'd really like us to do the tin up all the roofs out there. But maybe that's a job that we can see if we can get Mac and Adam to do while they're out there. Mac and Adam, they're not just out there to cut the grass and do the few repairs. If we get any walk-ons during the day, and I think while they're out there, then we've got the sign that's out by the road that we're open for walk-ons now, where we've never had that before. I'm just trying to push it more that way, so we can get those couple of rental groups out when the kids are out of schools in the summer.
Yep. Yeah, walk-on's a brand new thing that we just didn't have the manpower to pull off before. So we're really fortunate this year, or we were for last year, I guess.
Yeah.
It's probably this year or two we should be good to go. On the chance that anybody watching this is interested in becoming a field marshal, you can just reach out to us, probably on this page, RHR, or Facebook page. So we love to have you on board. We could really use the help. So that's pretty much it for me right now.
That's right now, but yeah, just to echo what Blue Twin just said there. You get to come put a couple of evenings in, build some stuff, and paintball for free. What better? Because it can get a little bit of an expensive hobby if you get to the stage that we've been into. So yeah. Okay, so apart from we started off with our season opener, One thing we also tried last year, and this is not paintball related, but we're going to cover everything because this is our Lil-Sur-Mur field report page, which will also cover not just paintball, not just airsoft, but it will cover the Haunted Town products that we do and promotions that we do out there. Now, not paintball related, not airsoft related, but we did have a zombie event, a zombie survival event that went over very well last year. It started probably almost at last light, and it went for a couple of hours. And it is basically a huge scavenger hunt where you are chased around by zombies, and there's a safe. We have a safe area that with us and our scenarios that we run. We had a military contingent that would drive around in the Humvee, and they were kind of like a safety group. So if you felt you was getting too overwhelmed by zombies, you could go and talk to these guys, and they would try and help you in our scenario role. There was doctors that would help you, would have a zombie spray, a zombie repellent spray, but saying that they would help themselves if they felt that they were getting cut in too many zombies around them. They're going to get out the way. They will use their zombie spray to try and keep the zombies away and try and help you, but it's look after number one first. Actually, it went over very well. The only things that we got back was please do it again. So we're going to run that. That is going to be kind of mid-season, and I kind of like this because then we can do something that's Haunted Town related, and we'll get to Haunted Town for the people that don't know what we're talking about there. It was something nice to do something in the summer that you didn't have to wear your snowsuit underneath your costume. That's why that was good. Moving on, we can talk about our September, our tactical challenge. Will always, like you said, will always be on the September long game. We've had some pretty good reviews. We always get our core players when we've brought some of those on for some of our team chats on this podcast. And I use the podcast very loosely because it's not technically a podcast, but for us, we've got to call it something, so that's what it is. Our tactical challenge, we haven't finalized a name for this year. We've thrown out a couple of ideas. The Battle for Los Angeles is the one that we're throwing around right now, but calling it the Battle for Lil-Sur-Mur, because that's in our town, but loosely based around the movie. So it will give people an idea of the theme of the game. Now that's the only one we've looked into right now, so we can't say that is what we're actually going to do.
Yeah, we've had a lot of suggestions since we really appreciate them, so we're going to work our way through them as we figure out what to do. I know 13 hours is a really popular suggestion that we've gotten, so we'll look at that one. There's a couple others that I would really like to try to pull off. We just kind of have to figure out how to do a lot of stuff. So,
figuring out when people are throwing up these names, I'd really like to. It's got to be a game that we can play with two teams. Now we don't mind if the teams are slightly not even. That's the kind of way we do run our games. It doesn't have to be even. We're not blue team over here, red team over here, and you're going to go for it. We like to do something that's a little different. So, but it can't be like, oh, right, you 50 are going to be against you 5. The lone survivors of this one inserted 5-man team against the hordes of the Russian. It can't happen in real life. It can happen in real life, but it can't.
Not in paintball.
No, it can't. Yeah, you know. So
It could be a very over very quickly.
yeah,
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 it's one that I've thought about trying to figure out how to pull off. And later in the movie, when the was it was it Afghanistan or Iraq, uh, or when they get more help, kind of, or when Luttrell gets more help from the locals, we can kind of
yeah,
use that. But leading up to that, it's just, was it a 4 or 5 man squad?
I think it was a 4-man squad.
yeah.
So that's a little hard to try to work the story around.
It
So
is. Yeah, it is. So that's why, you know, if anybody is putting these games out there or suggesting games, you know, I don't want to waste 2 hours watching a movie that isn't going to be practical for us to do in the end. You know, we looked at Tropic Thunder or Tropical Thunder,
yeah,
and fun movie, but very hard to do what we want to do with it.
there's a lot of good movies. We just need time to figure out how to do it. So it might not be a this year thing, maybe next year or year after. Who knows?
Yeah. Um, okay, so moving on because we was going to keep this to 20 minutes. We're on 16 already.
Oh dear.
We always manage it. It doesn't matter. Moving on, then the next thing that we planned last year, and we will be planning again this year, is going to be the Haunted Town. For the guys out there that don't know what our Haunted Town is, it runs on the 3 weekends previous to Halloween. 100% of the profits from our rides go back to all local charities. We have about 40 to 60 volunteers out there every evening. It is a walk ride tour that your tour will last approximately 40 to 45 minutes. That is the actual tour itself. Last year we added, with the addition to the stables, we added an area that the family could stay around and have some more fun with our Carnival area. And then Blue Twin was also running the zombie shoot, or the monster shoot we called it last year. That seems to be a big draw. That is the only paintball related area that we have on this. You come in, you register it, you come through the scare arena. You come to the registration trailer, you book your ride with the Haunted Town number. So you turn up. If your ride is at 10 o'clock, we like you there 15 minutes before the ride. We can get you processed through our registration trailer, which is all part. So don't think your tour starts out there. Your tour starts when your car has just pulled up outside. So without telling people too much of what happens, you go through, you get processed, you're waiting for your guide to come and get you. Your guide will come and get you and take you on to one of our rides. We're hoping to have some new rides next year. We have an ice cream truck that we're going to throw people on, hopefully. But you have the Ghoul Bus, you have the Last Ride, you have the what else do we have there? We've got the Ghoul Bus, we've got the Last Ride, which is the covered wagon.
Yeah. Slimer.
Oh, Slimer, there we go. Slimer and the Army Bus. And the Army Bus, yeah. So there are your four rides, and we're hoping to add the ice cream truck next year. We're just trying to come up with a good name and a good name for it. So we're you go onto your tour, and you visit 6 to 8 different attractions while you're on your tour. After the tour has been done, you come back. We take you, the guide will take you back to our Carnival area, and you come back and hopefully spend a little bit of money doing carnival games and shooting zombies, visiting our boutique where you can get t-shirts, knickknacks, and things like that. We always have a We always have somebody doing the meal there, or doing food. So there's always burgers or whatever else that we're going to be doing. Then yeah, we hope people can stick around and just have some fun. So far to date, we've raised almost $150,000, and this year, 2026, will be our 10th year. So we've got to pull out all the stops for our 10th year. And when we say almost $150,000, we keep pretty good records. And I think my wife was telling me that we are $18 short of 150,000.
So close.
Yeah, but yeah, we love giving that money back to charity at that time. So yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, moving on from there. What else have we done this year? We started this podcast. We do some different segments. So far, we've had a team talk segment. We want to have a player segment, so where you can talk to individual players and get their feedback on games and just what they do out there. We're going to have a friendly fields segment. I would like to talk to some of the other fields that we've got out there. Talk to Emma up at Brad Creek. Talk to Chris at DNC. Talk to Richard and Mike that run Paintball Gear. We are going to talk to some of the YouTube channel guys that we've had out there. We've had Wolf on. That was really interesting. So if you want to flick back on some of our videos and some of our previous podcasts that we've done, you'll see we had a good two segment chats with the Wolf. Well, we had to break it up into three was it? Oh yes, three. We had to do the final goodbye and one little segment there. He said he wants to come back on and have another chat as well, and I'd be pumped. There is talk that he actually might come out for the tactical challenge as well, but he's got to see if he can change some stuff around. Yeah, absolutely we will. Under Team Talk, we've had Ghost Cell. We had a segment with them. They were one of our first ones out there. Love talking to these guys. We've had the Unnamed, Steve, and a few guys from the Unnamed, and we've also we've always said that we're going to go back and we're going to talk to them again. I'd like to see if we get hold of Reed. Talk to it. I know he's in a good small group with the Raven Mercenaries. We've got the SAS, the Weyburn crew, if there's still a crew and they're still out there. Who was you talking to earlier there, Twin?
That was Mason McDonald.
Yes, Mason. Yes, that's right. We get Mason on because it's nice to get perspective from somebody that's
an experienced
the other
player,
side.
but it's their first time kind of seeing what we do.
Yeah. Mason's been out to Tactical Challenge a few times.
Was it his first time or second time?
I think it was the second time.
That could be. So first time we met him was Skyline, I know. I think last time we were at Skyline.
Yeah. Yeah. We've also got paintball. Help me. I should have made notes, but I didn't make notes. Explore paintball.
There we go.
Explore paintball. Yeah. We need. Yeah. He said he'd come on. I just haven't booked people for all of these spots. One of the other YouTube guys that we have is Aaron Plato, who runs his YouTube channel as Plato PB. Plato PB. Also, we did have some dates for our May long, and I said we'll always keep it on, but if anybody is watching and season opener is May 16th, 17th. Tactical Challenge is September 5th and 6th.
All right. So,
All right, so we've got those ones out there. I think one of the last things I've got tonight before I can, I can also open it up to if you guys want to say anything. I have a whole list of sponsors that I want to mention. I might even see if we can get some airtime with some of our sponsors. Some of these, because we've got a whole list of them. We've got some sponsors that just solely give to the paintball, and we've got some that solely give to the haunted town, but they both benefit each other. Some of our sponsors says, we don't care where our money goes, just split it half and half. Some of us said we want this to go to the haunted town, and some said we want this to go to the paintball. But we've got signs up around the town, which, for example, we've got OJ's, which is our bar. We have Domino's, which is Domino's. It's right across from the bar, because where do you want to go after a few beers? You want to go to the bar. But what we find is, for our sponsors that have these out there, they are giving good target. People are giving good target indications, or a rental group isn't necessarily given a target indication. They're going, where can you see anybody? Oh yeah, they're over by Domino's. Domino's, there we go. They're over by Domino's, or they're over by OJ's. And then afterwards, I see this reflect back on it for our sponsors. They go, well, where are we going for a beer, or where are we going for pizza? Oh, well, let's go to Domino's, or let's go to OJ's. And so that's where we can pay back our sponsors. But like I say, some of our sponsors are just, that's for the paintball season. They are also noted because we've also got all of our sponsors on the outside of our boutique, which is in the registration area for the haunted town, which is also our registration area for the paintball. So it all doubles up for everything, and I think they're all good. And I want to throw these. I'm going to throw these names out there. There's going to be too many that we can't dwell on too much here. But if something pops into my mind, I'll stop and say whatever. So sponsor-wise, we've got. I'm going to throw these guys in. MR Paintball Gear. Just because they do so much for us. And Mike and Richard, just, fantastic people anyway. Uppercut Custom Creations as the guys who we have for our, that's right, if you stand up and show our jerseys off. Rennie's going to come on here one day, and he's actually part of our team as well. He does all of our design work. He's doing our new batch of T-shirts that we're going to have ready here, not ready here soon, but he's going to throw us a design up. I want an olive green T-shirt with our Army paintball on the back with the silhouettes of the soldiers with best field we ever played. And he's also doing some of our new patches that we showed last year at the Saxpool Challenge. He's going to do a whole pile of the new patches for us. We have BPs. If you're ever in Swift Current here, our local BPs gives up to 20% off. I say up to because I actually got 25% off there the other night. There is a way that I call your name in. It's not just a thing that anybody can go and get. Plus, anybody that's getting a team card this year, $65 for our team cards. And you can present your team card at Boston Pizza. If they show you a team card, you will get up to 20% off in store. So I guess some people just buy the team card. They don't even play paintball. They just go over there and eat all the time.
Definitely worth it.
It is very, very worth it. Domino's is one of our field sponsors as well. They'll give I think it's 15 or 20% off of for pickup orders. Cash Tactical, they currently sponsor Blue Base, both Blue Base on the in the town and in the arena. I'll be reaching out to Aaron there in the next short while here. Fountain Tire, OJ's, Herbert Auto Collision, Brovac, my AN delivery, because we put so much money into this place anyway. BA Petroleum, they are a fantastic sponsor. They really good, really nice people as well. Makeda Financial, Cluis Automotive Group, Armstrong Implements, Canadian Tire. Canadian Tire, we get a lot of our building products, screws, nails, lots of Haunted Town stuff from there. Bulbs, because we were always blowing bulbs every year, and they have never said we've got the paints for the targets, and they've never, they've never asked us like why are we doing this or whatever. They know they get the coverage. Great place to go and shop. Shoppers Drug Mart give us the candy for the Haunted Town.
Very important.
Govin Motors, yes, absolutely. We've got Govin Motors, Bumper to Bumper, Bickner Trucking. Bickner Trucking likes to also donate the big stash of pumpkins that we get. They come from there. Motel 6. So if you're coming in on any of these games, whether it's a Haunted Town event, you're coming in to do one of the ride tours, you're coming in from out of town, or you're coming in for the airsoft. We forgot to mention the airsoft guys and Off Havoc Wind. Yeah, yep. They're going to be holding their middle of the season, just a few weeks before our tactical challenge. So if you're coming in for the tactical challenge or any of these other games, or you're bringing people into town, if you mention the Haunted Town of Lil-Sur-Mur, they will give you 10 to 15% off at Motel 6. So if you are hotel certified, it's always a good place to stay as well. Urban Cellars, they give us gift cards for booze. That's got to be a good one. Safeway, Cinema Twin, Living Skies Casino, Spirit of Halloween. Obviously, they do the sponsor for the Haunted Town, and Horby Yard. They help us out quite a bit. They have been doing tinning a lot of the roofs that you in some of the buildings that they're more used for the Haunted Town side, but it really helps when it's pissing down with rain and we're out there with our paintball guns and trying to snipe people from house to house. It's nice to have a little bit of a roof over your head, because the wind does wreak havoc out there. So I've mentioned I think that's all of our sponsors. Is there anything you guys want to add there?
Thank you for everybody that does sponsor us. That's very much appreciated throughout the year.
Yeah, I can't do it without help. So we really appreciate it. So we don't say thank you enough.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it. So I don't know
if anybody does want to get hold of us. If anybody does want to hold us, whether hey, we'd like to sponsor the Haunted Town, we'd like to sponsor the paintball. How do we get our sign up out there? Because that's what we can do. Basically, you can write it off for advertising, and you get the coverage as well. We mention you on all of our social medias, on our Haunted Town website. If you want to go in and take a look at that, that's the www.hauntedtownoflil-sur-mur.com. We've also got our Army Paintball website, armypaintball.net. We've got our Facebook pages under the Haunted Town. We've got Facebook pages like the one that you're hopefully watching this on, unless somebody shared it. This will be our Lil-Sur-Mur field report page. We have our RHR, which is our team page, Swift Current RHR, and we also have our Army Paintball Facebook page. So we got pages coming out of our yin yang here.
Was it Army? What's our YouTube page again?
Oh yeah, and
Swift Current RHR, I think, or is it? Well, link it to our page. So,
Yeah,
no, I can't.
link it to there. Yeah, link it to there as well. And I go, it's the boys here that post everything to the YouTube channel. I don't have that technology right now. Also, we've got our 100 followers, so yay to us. We're almost there to our 6 months, and then we can try doing either our Facebook Live. No, it's not 3 months, wasn't it? 3 months.
Or
60 days.
60 days. Oh, I knew it was 6 something. There you go. 6, 7.
close enough.
Yeah, close enough. So we can probably draw this to an end for tonight. We've come actually just to a good little bit of a time here. But like I said, there, guys, is there anything you want to throw in right at the end?
I don't know if we want to go really quick over some of the things we're planning, or if we just kind of want to.
No, throw them out there. What are we planning?
So, for things that we're building, Jeff can correct me if I'm missing anything, or Andy can correct me too. We'd like to add some shelter right along the arena. We got holes drilled for that, so we just gotta kind of build that. I don't know if we named the new fort, or is that Pegasus Fort, our newest one?
No, we hadn't named it. Yeah, but I don't see why it can't be called Pegasus Fort, unless there is a point on our D-Day map that it can take a name from.
So, well, we'll look at that. So,
for now, we'll call it Pegasus Fort.
So, no, that needs to get finished up. There's I think we're pretty close to being done. There's just one or two things we'd like to do for that. And hopefully we could finish the Kraken in time. But
yeah, that's one. Yeah, the Kraken was taking a little bit longer than expected. The Kraken is actually right at the back end of the pirate ship. It should be probably about what is it now? It's got to be about 10 foot tall and about 20 foot round, and it's supposed to be a big Kraken that's coming out of the water. So,
Yep.
Yeah. So we do have a bit of work to do on that.
So I don't know if Jeff can think of anything. There's always stuff that we're working on. There's a huge list of things that we want to do. It's just kind of what our goal is for this year.
Yeah.
Probably do some tweaks in the arena. Or actually, you know what? Throughout the year, we did do Thursday night in the arena.
Right. That was a new thing as well. I
Yeah,
forgot about
you guys wanting to carry that on? Thursday night is pickup night. Get a little bit of speedball practice in, or just open it up for anybody that wants to come in, like a walk-on evening.
Yep. Yeah. We'll carry on that. I like Thursday night. Well, we'll do some talking. Maybe it'll change. I don't know. So we'll kind of play that one by ear.
Yeah. I like what you did there last year. It was a good introduction for people that wanted to come out and try a little bit of speedball out and find out what it's a bit about. See what markers they were using, because there's a few people that was like brand new to the game. So yeah.
So I don't know if there's anything else. It looks like we're already past the 30-minute mark that we set. So
yeah, we're actually at the 39 minutes. So we'll call it a night here, and we've got this one segment that we will post up, and we'll call it the last one. I called it The Boys, because that's what you guys were talking about, and this will be our season in reviews.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alrighty.
All right.
So I'm gonna stop recording there, boys. You can stay on there if you want.
Bye.
Bye. Why aren't you stopping?